Look around you. Look at the things that surround you. What do you see? A busy street, a messy room. The old television set in your living room? Do any of these surroundings look familiar? Why do they look familiar? Because you've seen them every single day for a long time, that's why. But did you ever stop to ask yourself why it had to be this way? Why can't your life look different? What if we told you that the life you want is much simpler than you think? If you could only realize it, you could have achieved it long ago. Intrigued? Well, keep watching the video then, because today you are going to find out just how simple the life you've been looking for really is. Here are 10 ways your life will get better once you realize it's easier than you think. No, 1. You won't need to buy everything. It's very easy to go through life chasing after things. In fact, we spend so much time doing so that it becomes our sole purpose. We chase promotions at work, new houses and cars, and even an ideal weight. And yet it never occurs to us that having these things may not make us happier, but merely give us the illusion of happiness for a little while. Once you realize that there is more to life than material possessions and that the people you love are all that truly matter, your life will change for the better. No, 2. You won't need to fix everything. Another thing we humans love to do is to find solutions to problems. It's second nature to us. Any problem we encounter brings about a solution. For instance, let's say you feel tired. You might drink coffee to solve that problem. But what happens when you drink too much coffee? You get a stomachache and now you have a new problem. So you take medicine to solve that one, and it goes on and on like that. The truth is you don't actually have to fix every problem. Sometimes it's okay to let things be. They may resolve themselves in the end. Number 3, you won't need to know everything. How many times have you watched a movie and thought to yourself, why didn't the main character just do this instead? Or I knew it from the beginning. When you watch a mystery movie, you want to know who the criminal is. You try to guess by eliminating possibilities until you eventually land on the right person. But in real life, you don't have to know everything. In fact, you shouldn't. Leaving some things unknown gives life its charm and allows you to enjoy the process of discovering and learning rather than just knowing. Number 4, you won't need to travel far. Where do you want to go? The Maldives, Paris, New York City? Anywhere that seems exotic and fun. But here's something you should remember. Exotic locations aren't always as glamorous as they seem. The water in the Maldives may not be as blue as it looks in pictures. The buildings in Paris might seem closer together than they appear online. Don't get us wrong, traveling is amazing, but you don't always have to travel halfway around the world to have fun. Sometimes all you need to do is step outside your front door. No. 5. You won't need to understand everything. Let's face it, we all have a lot on our minds. You probably have plans for the future, goals you want to achieve, and dreams you hope will come true. But do you really have to understand where every decision of yours will lead? Wouldn't it be nice to leave some things to luck? That's not to say you should never think about the consequences of your actions. Of course you should. But sometimes you can let intuition guide you and trust that everything will work out in the end. No. 6. You won't need to remember everything. How often do you look at an old photograph and wonder, who was I? What was I thinking? Even though you were in the picture, it feels like you're looking at a complete stranger. As time goes on, you'll naturally forget things. Not remembering things isn't such a bad thing. After all, it's only natural. Instead of clinging on to the past, embrace it. Take pride in the fact that you're a different person now than you were back then. You've grown, changed, and learned, and that's a beautiful thing. Number 7, you won't need to meet everyone. We all want to make friends. It's human nature. That's why we become outgoing when we meet strangers and why we love parties so much. But do you really have to be friends with everyone you meet? Think about it. Do you still keep in touch with all your childhood friends? Most likely you don't. That's because you grow apart from people. You change and evolve, and they do the same. Eventually, your paths diverge. It's sad but true. So don't waste time trying to befriend everyone you meet. You never know where they'll be in 5 years. Number 8, you won't need to see everything. Do you ever feel like you're missing out on something? Perhaps you see your friends having fun without you or hear about their weekend plans while you're stuck at home. It's normal to feel left out, but it's also normal to realize that you wouldn't have had fun anyway. After all, you have different interests, hobbies, and priorities. Your life may seem totally different from your friends, but that doesn't mean either of you is living the wrong life. Everyone has their own path to walk down, and if you're happy with your life, that's all that matters. No, 9, you won't need to do everything. This is a hard lesson to learn, but you don't have to do everything yourself. You can ask others for help. You can lean on your friends, family, and colleagues whenever you need it. In fact, it's a good idea to do so. Asking for help shows that you trust the other person, and that means your relationship with them will become stronger. Plus, you'll free up time to focus on other important things. Imagine a weight being lifted off your shoulders. That's what asking for help feels like. Number 10, you won't need to wait long. How many times have you said to yourself, "One day I'm going to lose weight, get married, start a business, etc." Waiting for things isn't fun. In fact, it's torture. You can't sleep at night wondering whether or not you made the right decision or whether or not you lines ever succeed. But here's a piece of advice. Don't wait for your life to begin. Your life has already begun. You're living it right now. Every moment you spend waiting is a moment wasted. So don't wait for your life to begin. Start living it today. If you like this video, don't forget to share it with those you care about. Until next time, thanks for watching and see you soon.